Hey, good evening. I'm really happy to have you here. My name is Daniel. I was a professional opera singer and beatboxer. And tonight, we're approaching September currently, and that obviously means it's time for a Christmas song. This is the 12 Days of Christmas performed by Straight No Chaser. So, not that anyone particularly requested this, but this group was the group that actually got me interested in a cappella music when I joined university. And as I was looking through the list of all of the things that I should react to, just this flash of this group came into my mind, and then I felt this emotional weight on my chest because I remember how creative and fun they were, but I just don't remember any of their music. And I think that's a tragedy. This particular recording that we're going to listen to, I believe, was recorded in 95, 96, one of them. And I just knew that because I didn't remember the music that well, but I remembered how they made me feel, that I figured this would be a really great opportunity to introduce them to the channel and just to have a really good time with them. Just reinvigorate and re-experience the charm, humor, and whimsy of the group. And I'm thrilled to be able to introduce this group onto the channel. This is going to be such a great experience. I am so excited, and I hope you are as well. So without any further delay, let's jump into the creative ingenuity of Straight No Chaser.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the fourth day of Christmas, on the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the ninth day of Christmas, my true love gave to Christmas, my true love gave to me 8 eggs and 7 and 6 maids and you better not shout. You better not, you better not, in a pear tree. On the 9th, on the 8th, on the 7th day of Christmas, clouds of holly. Here we come a-whistling among the lanes of 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves. The boar's head and bear I bedecked with bays and partridge in a pear tree. On the 11th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 11 pipers piping, 10 golden ladies dancing, maids and milking, 7 swans swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me dreidel. I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, a dreidel I shall play. Oh, dreidel, dreidel.
Sorry.
On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me
Love Toto.
On the 12th day, my true love gave to me 12 drummers drumming like Olympus upon the Serengeti. 11 pipers piping. Woo! 10 lords of the ladies dancing, they were dancing for me. I had Christmas down in Africa.
Woo!
Partridge in a big pear tree. Partridge in a big pear tree.
Bravo. Bravo. Wow. What a blast. What a blast that was. I knew they were so creative, and that was just exemplified in this piece. They did such a great job mixing the lyrics of the 12 Days with Africa, and they have so much charm. It's so undeniable. Let's jump into the analysis, because I thought their execution was well done. And even though there are some little musical critiques that I have, ultimately I'm just really excited to listen to this again. This made me feel so great.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree.
Right in the beginning. So in an a cappella group, especially of an a cappella group of this size, when you have straight unisons, especially if you're incorporating vibrato into that, not all of the vibratos are going to sync up, mainly because one, each vocalist has their own vibrato in terms of the speed of their vibrato, but also ensuring that the vowels are the same vowel inside their mouth as well as outside their mouth. And what I mean by that is singing the vowel E, for example. You have E inside, E outside. But if you were to change your lip shape to an oo on the outside but E on the inside, you would have U instead of E, which heavily modifies the way a vowel is executed, especially when you have something as clean and polished as a unison. So in this particular instance, even though it sounded like their vowels were all correct on the inside and outside of their mouth, the vibratos are a little bit more powerful in terms of trying to create that really strong unison. But that being said, this particular performance isn't about how perfectly executed the music in and of itself is. It's about creating really strong music with a lot of charm, humor, and playfulness. And just the fact that they do incorporate really well-written music in terms of starting on this unison, branching off into these beautiful harmonies into the 12 days, it's really, really solid, and I dig that a lot.
A partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree.
Yeah.
On the 4th day of Christmas, on the 3rd day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 5 golden rings.
Their acting is so humorous. It's so simple, but it's so wholesome at the same time. I love it so much. It brings my heart so much joy.
Day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love
They just creep in immediately on the 9th. I love that so much.
turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love gave to Christmas, my true love gave to me.
I love this fugal style that they're engaging with. And for those that don't know what a fugue is, it's the idea of, if I were to use row, row, row your boat as an example. Row, row, row your boat, row, row, row your boat, row, row, row your boat. And having those lines continue on as each new line added starts under that main line, a measure, a couple measures, however long after the initial line begins. And all of the notes just maybe clashing, but ultimately the idea of a fugue is to have all of the notes between each melodic line just started at varying times, creating these really intricate and interesting chordal progressions and musical phrases that ultimately sync up at one point to create very powerful climaxes of particular cadences. I've always loved the style of fugal writing, and even though this is a much more simplified version of that, it's still just as fun and impactful, and I love the fact that they utilize it so whimsically here.
4 calling birds, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love gave to Christmas, my true love gave to me 8 days, 8 and 7, 7 days and 6, 6 days and fucking better not shout.
Yeah!
You better not in a pear tree.
You better not. And it's just so good.
Christmas my true love gave to me. 8 days, nights and 7 nights and 6 nights and 5. You better not shout, you better not cry, you better not hit a pear tree. On the 9th, on the 8th, on the 7th, with clouds on holly. Here we come a-bustling among the lanes of 5 golden rings. 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves. The boar's head in hand, there I be decked with maize and partridge in a pear tree. On the 11th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 11 pipers piping, 10 lords a leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids and milking, 7 swans a swimming.
I love how they just kind of accept the fact that this is nowhere near the traditional 12 days and just explore all of these musical ideas together, and it just makes me so happy. Just going right into this melodic line of Carol of the Bells while incorporating the lyrics of the 12 days, just, you don't expect it to work as well as it does, but it just does, and it's so fun.
11 pipers piping, 10 lords a leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids and milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
So well executed. Right when you think you have them figured out. Something new. Love it. Love it. This is traditional a cappella at its peak. I love this. It's not all about perfect, polished music. It's just about creating well executed music and having a fun time with the arrangement, having a fun time with your mates, and just sharing that charm, that whimsy, that playfulness with the audience. An audience wants to feel good, especially when they pay money to see you live. And yes, really well executed music does make an audience feel good, but just enjoying something with an artist really makes an audience feel good. And if you could just sit down with an artist, or if you're the artist, if you can just sit down with your audience and just bounce ideas off of them and just have fun with it, it's like a jam session, or sitting around a bonfire with your mates and just drinking a few beers, having a good time. There's a very simple but very real, beautiful human connection in that moment. And that's just a very strong aesthetic that I'm getting from this kind of performance. I love this so much. Probably more than I should, but this makes me feel so good.
5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. On the 12th day of Christmas, I have a little dreidel.
Dreidel. For those that don't know, I was raised with my father being Catholic and my mother being Jewish, so we had both Christmas and Hanukkah in the household, and I loved playing with the dreidel when I was younger. And I learned how to spin it on its head, not just traditionally. I just loved the little game of it. It was so much fun. I remember playing with chocolate gelt when I visited the synagogue, and my earliest days of gambling. It was a fun time, But just the fact that they incorporated this little Jewish element, it's just so charming, is it not?
Sorry.
Just stopping the whole piece for this awkward moment. That's beautiful. I love it. I love it so much.
On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to
Yeah. And right there, they obviously all didn't come in together, and it was all a weird kind of feeling, so it wasn't really well executed musically in that regard. But again, it doesn't need to be, because that awkward moment just fills you with so much joy and levity that you're not really hyper fixating on how well the music is right now. You're just enjoying the vibes, enjoying the humor, and it's so nice.
On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me.
Yeah, but here in this Africa section, all these and These are very clean and very crisp. They're all together here, and I really dig that. Especially when you have very intricate marcato notes, or notes that are very light, quick, and bouncy kind of feeling. You know, you have to be together on this, because if your timing is off with the rest of the group, then this is going to sound really uncomfortable and sloppy. So it's really crucial that they are together on this, and you can tell that they practice this particular section a lot in order to maintain a well executed musical performance alongside having the humor in the fact that they're blending the 12 Days of Christmas with Africa. So that's really great stuff. Yeah.
12th day my true love gave to me. 12 drummers drumming like Olympus upon the Serengeti.
They mixed the words to the song so well.
Drumming like Olympus upon the Serengeti.
Yeah.
11 pipers piping, 10 lords a
What an incredible harmony there. Oh my gosh. It's so simple, but it was so well executed that it just fills you with so much joy. Yeah. Love him. It sounds like he's struggling a little bit on those notes there, but he's just having such a good time with it, and I love it. So well executed. I love that. That was a beautiful ending chord, where after they had already come into this piano dynamic, or this just soft volume, just the ending tree had a very gentle crescendo before a cutoff, and that gentle crescendo didn't necessarily even go into mezzo forte land or a medium loud dynamic, but just crescendoing into a mezzo piano or a medium soft volume. And it didn't grow too much. It was that Goldilocks just right. Let's listen to that one more time. Partridge in a big pear tree. Partridge in a big pear tree. Yeah. Oh, dude, that was so much fun. That made me feel so good. I can absolutely see why this group got me so involved with acapella music. It just makes me feel good, and it's so fun, and just getting this idea that you can have a good time with your mates and just enjoy the process of making music together and sharing that with an audience. And you know, it's such a vibe. And I really digged it. Really great job, guys, honestly. It makes my heart warm. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. If y'all liked it, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you didn't like it, please leave a dislike and let me know why in the comments below. I do read all of the comments, even if I may not heart or reply to all of them, so please know that your comments do not go unnoticed. My voice studio is officially open, and check the link in the description below if you guys would be interested in taking voice lessons with me. I'd love the opportunity to be able to sit down with you guys individually and begin a real vocal journey. Whether you'd like to pursue it casually or professionally, I know how to approach each type of goal for voice, so just go ahead and schedule a time with me, and I'd love to be able to meet with you. My live streams are currently Thursdays at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so if you guys would like to stop by and say hey, I'd love the opportunity to be there for you guys. I want to take this moment to appreciate all of you for being here. It really does mean a lot to me, and I can't wait to see all of you in the next video. Have a great rest of your evening, everyone.